Okay, welcome to this week's pick a card, and here we are, 2021, and I have your 2021 predictions. And I'm Seqkat, by the way, from Enlightenment.com, and I'm glad to have you here with me. So go ahead now and take a moment and look at the totems below and get a feeling for which totem is pulling and tugging at you. As this is a pick a card reading, your eyes might keep falling on the same one. You might try looking away, looking back, and see if it comes back to the same one, or your own special way of deciding which card is for you. And here goes my kitty cat scratching the scratching post for you. And if you need more time than I'm affording you here, feel free to pause the video to tune in and see which one is for you. And okay, when you are ready and you've chosen your totem, you can look down in this description box below and you will find the timestamp by your totem and you can directly go to your totem. Okay, I will meet you at your totem. Okay, welcome if you chose the cat totem for your 2021 yearly prediction. So we are going to start with a theme for your year, and then I will do a theme card for your money and wealth and career, money, career, and then we will do a theme card for your love and relationships, and then a theme card for your personal growth and spiritual development. So for your theme card for the year, we have Let the Emotions Flow. So this might be a little bit of recovery from 2020 looking at this. All right, so let's get a feel for what you got going on this one. And do keep in mind that I am doing this reading for many of you. And so this will have relative meanings that will be different for each of you. So tune in to, you'll have some different perspectives. So tune in to the one that fits you, that you feel is in alignment with you. All right, I've already got a few cards here. Very good. All right, so letting these emotion flows, but we have some good cards showing up for you. So that's really good. All right, so first we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a slight delay because we need to work on some emotions here before we get going. So we're looking at something new, and that's great, but you might have a little preparations to do. This is something of the passionate desire. It may be a new journey of any form coming up for your new year, but there might be a letting go of the old, and we might have to let go of some of those emotions, going for that which is passion, because they are bringing up here the card to let you know, the Seven of Cups or the Seven of Water. It is time to choose your desires. What is it you're desiring to do and to go for it? But you're going to have to make some preparation. Some of that preparation is making that decision and choosing what is right for you. And some of that preparation is letting go of the old and letting those emotions flow. We can't hide those emotions. Sometimes our head can get it. Okay, I should be here. I get it. This is good for me. I just need to let go of it and move on. But the heart still, the ego especially, gets a little attached to that which is familiar. And there's an attachment and some missing. And you have to go through that grieving. So go through that grieving so you can move forward. And you want to be heeding your intuition. And for some of you, this would be coming into your spiritual gifts, because this is the most clairvoyant of the psychic, coming in here and listening to the intuition. And this is also a nurturing mother. So for some of you, this could be maybe perhaps a motherhood that's coming up for you. It could be fitting you in that way. Just tune into how this reality is fitting for you. Or this could be a loving, nurturing mother figure. So maybe you have this figure in your life. For some of you, sadly, you may have lost your mother, especially in this year of 2020. And if that is the case, I'm getting for you, she's letting you know she's okay and that you can move forward with your dreams. Let those emotions flow. She wants to see you successful. So for some of you, that is coming through intuitively if that is what you're dealing with. And you do have my compassion if you are dealing with loss there. Just tune into what is relative for you in your particular reality. So let's clarify that really quick for you. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's great. Great way to start that one. I'm already reading, but I'm going to pull up your few cards and then I'll start reading them for you. Oh, yeah, that's looking good. I like what I see. Let's see if we get one more. There we go. We do. All right. Yeah, this is looking good, guys. Okay. All right. So, what they are telling you to do, let those emotion flows. They're inviting you to go within, spend some time within yourself, spend a little time in meditation, work with those emotions, get yourself prepared. Prepare for those dreams that you're going for. They're definitely supporting that. So that's some of your preparation that you need to do. Okay? And they're letting you know everything is working out for your highest good and alignment. And deep down inside, you know, because this is the sun card shining bright and nothing beats it. And when it's upright like this, it means you know it. So that is awesome to see. Very awesome to see. And the Wheel of Fortune, and it's sitting here upright. So this, for me, is your destiny card. What is your destiny? It's Source placed these desires in your heart. These desires and dreams, they were implanted in you from Source, what Source wanted to experience through your unique perspective, your unique avatar, your unique soul experiences. It wanted to experience that. That's why those desires are there. Move towards those directions. You have got full support to do that. That is your destiny, to be living in your highest good and alignment, to be living in your joy, to be living in the path that is aligned for you. So this is looking good for you guys. So yeah, and then you've got a little bit of working with someone or working with someone's with the Six of Pentacles here, where you're sharing and you're working together here. Maybe there could be a little bit of charity recipient, you know, someone giving and another receiving and vice versa. You might exchange and it's working well for you. So this is really good. So things are looking good for your overall theme of the year. I'm liking what I'm seeing here, guys. Good job. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to look at your career and money theme. Let's see what we get for you there. Okay, you got 2 for that one. Let's see what you got. Protect the wild and green, and change is unavoidable. And these are reversed, so is a lot of the emotions, which means you just need to give a little special attention. So protect the wild and the green. Some of you are going to be working with nature. That is some of that right there. That's for some of you. That might be why 2 cards are coming up. And then change is unavoidable. So some of that letting those emotions flow, that change. It's the ego that doesn't like the change because it wants to hold on to the old and that which is familiar. It wants to cling to that for dear life because it knows it can survive that. But we need to let those doors close, those old doors, because they will open the doors to the new life of you living in your highest good and alignment, you living a new and prosperous life, you actually living your dreams. So the old ways have to die away, so to speak, to allow those new ways to come in. So that's what we're looking at too. So that is what we got going on for our theme. And you've got 2 of them there. And like I said, again, it could be one or both for you. So tune into your reality. So let's get a few tarot on those and see what we got going here. Again, I'm going to pull out a few cards here, and then I'll start reading them for you. Okay, start there. Okay, so it looks like you have a choice to make. Like I said, we already saw that with the decisions coming up. I should probably get these cards out because I like to refer back. With those decisions coming up, that will refer back to that, sure enough. So you've got a choice to make. Do you want to go and stick with the old way, or do you want to open that door to the new way? And that's going to be some of your preparation that you're going to be looking at as well. Now, there is some competition for you. Now, this is money and career. So this could be resulting in a competition for a job that you're looking for, or a career that you're looking in doing it. I really don't see any very negative cards for you with this competition. Things are looking pretty good here. Just stay within and connect with your intuition, and I think you'll be fine. I really think that if there is any competition in that you are going to do fine with it. I really do. We're looking at fond memories here. So maybe there's something in the past that you have done, or maybe a skill that is aligned with you, maybe it's gotten a little dust on it, that maybe you can dust off and bring this into your skills or what have you with their money and situation and career. So good fond memories of success here. I think so too. Yeah, so I'm getting for that. Some of you, it could have, and this is money and career. Some of you, it could be a relationship situation too that is funding you money. It could be parental with, you could be an older child, but it could still be living with your parents, or it could even be a lover situation. So that may pertain to you as well there. Not spending much time with loved ones and friends. That could still go on in 2021 with the pandemic showing up, sure enough. Or this could be a pulling away from people that are not aligned with you. It could be a little bit of that. And that could be where that change is unavoidable and the letting the emotions go. Because if there's somebody not aligned, and that could be someone where that competition is coming in too. Because these people aren't aligned with you and might be riff-raffing with you, and that's what you're going to have to let go of. And holding on to fond memories of how things was with them, yes. That might be make it a little bit painful for you to make those choices to go in your line choice. But you do have family support for whatever endeavor you take for your money and career, or maybe even with this choice in these situations. So that is looking good for you. Okay, so let's clarify for you really quick. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. We're good. All right. Static clean. The winter is here. The static is in my hair. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Got the 5 of Pentacles. All right. Let me pull them all up here and start reading. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles. I don't know. Change is unavoidable. This could work one of two ways for you. Like I said, you're going to have to heed your own... Sorry, guys. My hair's driving me crazy. You're going to have to heed your own story here. You may have to abandon some people that are not working out, that are not vibing with you, that this competition and riffraff is coming up with. That could be a suggestion to do that. Or you may feel abandoned by someone, and that could be affecting you, and that's where change is unavoidable, but eventually it's going to lead to your higher good. And if someone does abandon you and moves out, that's going to open the door for you to bring someone in that is aligned with you, and this could affect your finances depending on what your situation is going on. Things do look good. Keep in mind, your dreams are coming, and it's time to do those, and you've got that Sun card. Don't let that go. All right, and then you have the 7 of Fire here. So yeah, we're looking at a little bit more competition here. Yeah, we got some competition being repeated here, guys. Yeah, so that might be some of what we need to abandon and let go of. And then 2 of Fire, you're being brought right back to that decision. So they're really reaffirming you have a choice to make. Do you want to stick with the old, or do you want to go with the new? See the pain, let those emotions. Open up your heart to those emotions, how that pain is affecting you, and change is unavoidable, and you're going to want to let that go. Because you're not feeling like yourself with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the way things are right now, and you need to change things up. Yes, definitely. This coming up here, it is definitely time to come in alignment with your vibe tribe. So there are some people that you're going to have to let go of here to allow the vibe tribe to come in. Definitely, for sure. And then keep in mind, you do have family support. Okay, so that is your money and career. Now let's take a look at your love and relationships. So this could be lover or just relationships in general, parents, friends, siblings, what have you. And scoop, scoop. Oh, let's get your theme card first. My bad. My bad. If you need a personal reading, I do those, and featured this month only, I am doing 2021 predictions if you want to look into that. I also have other readings. All the links below are in the description box below there for you. And I want to give a shout out to my subscribers. Thank you for being here with me. I really appreciate you dearly. And for my new subscribers, thank you for joining me. I am glad to have you here with me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you join me. And I also want to say thank you guys so much for your likes and subscribes. That really, really does help me grow my YouTube channel. I can't do this without you, and thank you so much. Oh, there we go. We have our theme. Okay, for your love and personal relationships, embrace the dark. Now that is reversed. We want to take some special intention. Okay, so dark doesn't necessarily mean negative here. Basically, it is you might be stepping into an unknown because you got some change coming in, even too with the money and career. And even with this embracing the dark, there is light behind her. You can see it with the moon. That can kind of bring us back into intuition. And if you think about the night sky full of the stars and the moon, there's beauty in the night. There's beauty in the dark as well. So it could be a definition that you have that something is dark and negative, and maybe it's bringing something positive to you. So you're going to tune into relative reality. How is this? Is this just a dark as unknown, or is this a dark as a definition of something that you're defining as negative in your relationship? So let's pull up some cards for you and let's see what the tarot has to say. Yeah. Okay, guys. And some of this could be what's affecting your money and career too. Okay, so yeah, we got some sticky situations going on. Okay, for some of you, you have somebody that has been enabling you in a way. They've been helping you out in a way, but it kept you from being in your power. So they're moving out of that role, which is going to bring you into your power. So your initial definition is, oh, this is negative. But it's actually positive because it's going to bring you into your own power. And then you will be able to fulfill that role for yourself the way they did it for you. So that is something they're doing. They're showing you here. And that, they're asking you to have strength, have courage, have faith, trust that will work out for you, because it will. And this also represents Leo. So I'll throw those in case there's any situation for some of you that it might fit. This could be saying hey to you, or maybe you're in a relationship with a Leo too. It could be responsive for that. So just tune into how that fits you. It could fit you or not. Okay, and then we got this, this Seven of Fire game going back. You're going to have to hold your ground with something here. And it's being followed by this card here. And so I see it, and it gets a little more negative as we go along. This one here is about communicating with someone, and you have both sides have different perspectives, and one or the other is trying to conquer the other to adapt their beliefs. You can't do it. It's not going to work. It is not going to work. But it's really getting into a negative circumstance with it coming in reverse. It's really turning out negative. This is where you got to bring in love. This is not about being right. This is about accepting them for who they are. They have their thoughts, beliefs, and their perspectives, and their values. And you have your thoughts and beliefs and perspectives and your values. So stop trying to get them to change theirs and understand you. They can't understand you. Or maybe you can't understand them. It's like teaching algebra to a kindergartner. It's just not comprehensible from your personality perspective and from your thoughts and beliefs and values. Same thing. So love them for who they are, but also love you for who you are, and just agree to disagree. Because we saw some of this alignment and moving away from some people that are not aligned with you in the previous row, and from some stuff that I see that's coming up too, this may cause a little bit of separation too, which can bring it back to something that you're assigning and defining as dark. But remember, everything is working out for your highest good and alignment. And letting go with attachments might bring up some emotions that we have to work through grieve, but keep in mind it is bringing your dreams to come true. Time for you to choose what's good for you. So this fighting here, you're walking away from that, and that's good because you don't want to stay in this. This situation is very, very toxic. You may feel like you're in a stalemate with whomever you're fighting, and if you feel like you're in a stalemate with them, always remember you have the freedom to choose. Even if your physical circumstances make it seem like it's impossible to choose and get out of the situation, you always can go within and meditate and choose spiritually. I'm making a different choice. I'm not going to react to this. I'm making a different choice for myself. And ask your spirit guides, your angels, your deities, whatever they are for you, your higher self, to help you, and they will. And if you are struggling within the stalemate, do not worry. Your guides are here to knock it out for you. People don't like the Tower. This brings in change. That change is unavoidable. We saw that in the career. And this relationship could be affecting that money line as well for some of you. Don't worry. Your guides will come in and knock it out. It's a little bit painful, and that too could be something that we would define as dark, but it's going to ultimately lead to good. So that actually works out for you. I know people don't like to see the Tower come in, but in actuality, that's what we need. We actually need that. All right. Because it knocks out the old ways to bring in new way for the new way that's better for you. So let's clarify for you. Oh, we haven't flipped right there. Here she is. Okay. Again, I'll pull up the cards and then start reading them for you. There we go. Okay. We have a few here at the end. Woo. Yeah. Okay. All right. So everything is going to work out right for your world. Your world is going to be upright. So for those of you that feel like you're entering a dark period here, that you're defining things as dark, it might be a dark night of the soul for some of you. Remember, there is light coming. So keep that in mind. Everything is working out for your highest good in alignment with the Sun card, and everything is going to be right with your world. So keep that in mind. You've got the 6 of Fire here. This means victory and celebration. So hang in there and hold on to your strength. Victory and celebration is coming for you, and you'll be enjoying that with family and friends too, celebrating with that. So we have the High Priestess here. Yes, there's going to be some healing. Healing is needed because she is in reverse here. So there will be some healing, and it's just going to be the ego having to let go of some old. Again, that change is unavoidable. Change is coming. This fighting, even toxic relationships, and having to let those go. The ego gets attached to that which it's used to and accustomed to. So there will be some healing to do this, and this is always an invite to heed your intuition as well. So we've got the 6 of Cups. Yeah, so we had them earlier in your money row, the upright, remembering fine times. Here what we're doing is we're going into the nostalgic, and so this is in our relationship row, and we're seeing some fighting and riffraffing and then walking away, and the guides knocking things out for you. And then what will happen when we're in, let's just take a lover relationships. I remember reading this years ago, and I thought it was so funny because it was true. It's like, you know, when you're sitting here fighting with a lover and you're in this relationship, all you can look at is all the negative aspects. I hate it when you do this. I hate it when you do that. This doesn't work with us. We don't like this. We're hitting heads here, and that's all you see is all the negative stuff. And as soon as you break up, oh, I miss when it was good like this. I miss when it was good like that. We forget all the negative stuff that caused us to break apart anyway. They said the best thing you can do is write down all that negative stuff and put your focus on that, so it's easier to let go instead of doing that. That nostalgia, it brings you into some grief because you miss the good old days. Remember the good old days for what they were, memories of those moments, and they were good in a time, but things have changed. You're in different vibrational levels, you're in different places, and now you're moving forward to things that will be light and bright for you again. But you're just having to let go. The hard part, the part that's making this painful, is just the ego clutching to the old. That's where the pain is. As soon as the ego can grieve and move through those emotions of letting go of that old, it will be okay. It's going to feel the sun come out. It's going to feel it bright. And again, like I said, there's healing need to be done. And again, you're being invited to heed that intuition with the moon card coming up. And this also represents Pisces, so that may be relative to some of you, whether it be you or whomever you're in the situation with. Okay, and then we also have, you need to heed your higher self. This is showing a tendency to want to ignore our higher self, get stuck in this stalemate. The guides will come in and knock this out. The quicker and the faster that you can tune into your higher self and heed it, the easier it is to bring everything upright in your world. It will be. It's just that clutching of the ego. And that's why you've got to heed your higher self. It'll help the ego let go. Sit down, see your ego as a little child, toddler, go into a little meditation, because it is a toddler. It's a toddler who never goes, and it wants to hold on to its toy that's broken, and as it's gripping it, it's cutting its hands, and it wants to hold on because it's old and it's familiar and it's trying to survive. Let it tell you everything that it's feeling, why they're mad at this person or why they're upset to lose this person or whatever. Let it tell you all its feelings. Let it tell you how bad it is, how sad it is, how angry it is, whatever it is, and agree with it, validate it. You know you're exactly right, because it has every right to feel the way it feels, all the pains, all the losses, because it was created to feel contrast, to show your true preference. It was created that. Validate its feelings. Tell them, you know what, you're right, and it sucks. And then give it a hug. Sit there and see yourself meditating it and hugging that child. Give it love and support. And then after it's grieved a little bit and it's been validated and comforted, then let it know the old is going away to bring in the new, to bring the sunshine back out so that it will be happy. Keep it reassured that way. It's a great way to work with yourself. That will help you feel in balance, because it's going to be a little rough for your ego, especially when that tower gets flipped, but everything is coming right with your world and everything will bring you into balance. The cards are affirming that, so things are working out. There may be some betrayal that you're going to feel with whomever you're conflicting with here, this toxic situation, and you're supposed to hold your ground and, you know, all of this, hold your ground on your values and your perspectives, because they're not working. So things, and you might feel betrayed by some of these people. And that's understandable, and that's some of what you're going to be healing, and the emotions that you're going to be working through. But here you've got the King of Pentacles. He is sitting upon his throne, and he is successful in all aspects of life, his business, his family. He's got it all together. He can bring in the legacy, so everything is working out and you're good. Highest good there in your love and relationship. So hang in there, guys. That's going to work out fine for you. Okay. So now let's look at your spiritual and or personal growth and development. Let's get your theme card for that, 2021. Okay. Embrace the masculine. Okay, and this is reversed. We're going to take a little attention to this. So we each, both genders, have masculine and feminine energies within us. And of course, some of us are more masculine and more feminine by nature, by gender, you know, however. But where we are right now, when they're telling you to embrace the masculine, is to come into a powerful place. It may be a place of protection, but definitely a place of strength, and that holding that ground and coming into your place of power and coming into that place of self-provision too. So this is where you're growing. This is your spiritual growth and development into this. You're really coming into your own on this one. So always a caution to always remain gentle and tender, but with this one, with like the riffraff that we saw with the people, you're not going to let people walk on top of you. And if you've been dealing with that in your life or in 2020, it's coming to an end. This is what your personal growth and development is. Not letting people walk over top of you. So coming into your power. So that's what we're looking at there. So let's pull your cards for you here. Okay. Okay. Again, I'll pull up your cards and then I'll start reading for you. Okay, here we go. Okay, so yeah, in your personal growth and development, we saw this in the relationships it was time for you to come into a vibe tribe with people that you're aligned with, and you're letting go of people that you're not. And this is talking about the same thing. We saw you really clashing with the personalities here, fighting over, who's right. We gotta let that go. Because this is showing the same thing. Personalities that are clashing, they cannot work together for an ideal goal. So this is where you're coming into your power. Love is your power. Let them be who they are, but let yourself be who you are. And you either agree to disagree and enjoy the things you can enjoy together, or if it's just too much toxic, then that's when you might have to walk away. By doing this, you are going to eventually come to your happily ever after. So these changes, and we see this with the sun too, coming here. These changes, and you're going to be living in your dreams. These changes are coming, and they are good for you. And look at that. You're going to be coming into your vibe tribe, and that is your happily ever after. So this riffraff and fighting that you've been having with people, you're going to be letting that go. And this is your personal growth and development, and coming into an alignment and a happily ever after. You're going to and some of your personal growth is going to be dealing with betrayal and some grief that's coming with that. And this is the change, and letting those emotions go and letting those emotions flow. That healing that you're going to be needing, that we saw that come up with the High Priestess as well. So you will be dealing with that, but you're going to be fine. You're going to be okay. Get your focus off of that which you don't have anymore, because you may not have that relationships, but if they're not working, because this could be parental relationships, siblings, friends, coworkers, whatever, it doesn't necessarily have to be lovers. It's not working anyway. Believe me, I had some family members I was clashing with directly, constantly fighting with. Well, I wasn't even fighting. They were just constantly attacking me and how wrong and stupid I was because I wasn't aligned with them. I got tired of that crap. I don't miss them. I don't miss that. I enjoy the people that I'm aligned with now that, hey, we're a congruent mind, we agree. And then there's some people in my life that, okay, there's some things we don't agree with, but we can agree, okay, we agree to disagree on that subject, but hey, we're in harmony on this, and I can stay in relationship with them, and we can relate all the things. We can literally relate. That's what makes a great relationship. So yeah, again, starting something new, but there's grief to work with before you start that new. And it will be successful, but you do have some grief to work out. And do not feel like that because you've had failures in these past relationships or anything that might be affecting your career too, do not feel like the failure will stop you. Put your focus on, there's more fish in the sea here. More fish in the sea. Keep trying. Keep going. Do it again. Because the ego likes to go to that forever and ever complex. What I tried and it didn't work, never will. Or what I'm going through right now and I hate forever will exist. No. That's ego's data list. Don't buy into that. Don't buy into that. And keep trying. You can have your desires. You can definitely have your desires. We've seen that. Okay, so let's clarify for you real quick. Your happily ever after is coming. We're seeing that. Woo. Okay, that was quick. I think we got them all there. We did. Okay, very good. Okay. So yeah, we've got the Queen of Cups here. Now this could... Either you're not listening to your intuition, or this is a warning again, heed your intuition. You did get called to that in several ways. For some of you, this relationship could be dealing with a mother figure that you clashed with and it has not been working. So some of that is a verification and for affirmation that that's who you're clashing with. So that's for some of you there, that you're dealing with that. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse here. So the relationships and or careers or jobs that haven't been working for you, you haven't been able to enjoy the fruit of that labor because you've been trying to make something work that wasn't supposed to work because it's not in alignment with you. So in order to be able to kick back and enjoy the fruits of the labor, you've got to find that which is aligned with you. And that's why you'll be in your very theme card saying, choose your dreams, choose your desires, what you like. That's why you have affinities and skills for something that come easy and naturally to you. And it's always for something that you like to do. That's why they're there, because that's the direction that you're supposed to be going in. So they're letting you know with that. And then we have the Justice card here in reverse. So yeah, we're definitely talking about clashing as a relationships. entanglements with people. So we could be looking at karma as well, being involved and getting that solidified. If any of you are in a legal situation or got in a legal, maybe it's a divorce or maybe it's a breakup within a career or something, it may not be looking good for you. And if that is your situation, you do have my empathies. That might be where you feel like you're in that stalemate in a lockdown, but you have a choice. You can definitely choose that what you want. Just go within and heed your higher self and get that help. Also, you can use law of attraction, manifest your desires. Focus on your desires, not what's in your face that's not working, what you desire, and picture yourself having your desires. And yeah, here we go, the Two of Swords, that stalemate, again, coming up. It's in reverse again, so the very same thing. So you might feel like you're in a stalemate here with this, but you always have the power and the choice. We do have the Lovers card coming up here, and we have it upright. So this tells me, if any of you, for those of you that were having this little riffraff in the relationship row, it may have been a lover, it could have been a breakup, that you do got love coming in that is going to be of your vibe tribe. That to me is affirming that, and then this one will be successful and work well for you. And this could also be for some of you in the career. If it's a business partner, you will be bringing in someone that is of your vibe tribe and aligned, and that will work. So that which has not been working, remember you got this card here too. Keep trying. There's more efficiency. And then we also have the Two of Cups here too, which is also a Lover's card as well. Harmony, partnership, working in harmony. So you've got this coming. So you might have a little mess here, but you have some choices to make. Got to take this focus off what you don't have. Take this focus off this betrayal. Take the focus off of that. Focus on what you want and focus on your desires that you can have. And Secret the Magic, Rhonda Byrne, I really recommend that. She's really good at helping you manifest and create your desires. It's not just a book to read about law of attraction. It is a book that gives you exercises to perform and do for 28 days. Very, very powerful. And then you've got the Eight of Fire here in reverse. And so this means the universe is not supporting this holding on to the old. It supports you moving forward to the new. To not focus on the failures, go for the new, because the new is going to lead you to your vibe tribe, your happily ever after, and you living in your dreams, and everything working out in your highest good and alignment. Okay, so let's get you an Angels and Ancestral card. Okay, here she goes. Air Guardian, time to shift your perception. And that's going to go back like here with this one right here. Embrace the dark. I told you for some of you, this is going to be a definition of the dark, that it's bad. And what you're going through, you're just going to need to shift your perception that it's painful for the ego, because there's some loss here. And that's where you got to let those emotions go. But this loss is bringing you to living your dreams. This loss is bringing you to everything working out your highest good and alignment. Your loss is bringing you to living your happily ever after. Your loss is bringing you into your world being just right for you. Everything is right in your world. And it's leading you into your vibe tribe with people with whom you're aligned with. So anything that is shifting and changing in your money, career-wise, relationship-wise, and your personal growth and development, it is working for your highest good. So you just need to shift into that perception. Anytime it gets difficult, you need to step out of that story, go in a little bit of a meditation. You were invited to do that in your theme card. Go into a little bit of meditation and shift out of that story and see, what is the spiritual gain here? What is the gain here? What is the newness coming in? Look at it from a spiritual, logical perspective. How is this serving me in a good way? And help your ego to step out of that story for a little bit, because it's all for something bigger. There's a much bigger picture here. So that is a great card to summarize your year. So there's some pain and there's some growth here, and there's going to be some losses, but all of those losses are going to bring you fortitude and greater and much better fortune and your dreams coming true. And I've been there. I've been where you are. And a lot of loss, a lot of grief, a lot of pain, and where I am now, it is so much better. And if I was put in that position to go back in time, would I go through that again to be where I am now? You betcha, I definitely would. So hang in there. There is light in the dark. Light is coming. The sun is shining. Alrighty, thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you very much. And until next time, much love and much light. Okay, welcome if you chose the Wolf Totem for this week's pick a card for the year 2021 predictions. So your theme card for the year is Challenge Your Perception. Now what I will be doing, I'm doing a little overall reading for your year, and then I will be breaking up into 3 rows. Your first row will be money and career for the year, and then your second row will be love and relationships, and then your third and final row will be about your spiritual and or personal growth and development. All right, so let's get a few cards here on your Challenge Your Perception. That means we need to see things from a different angle, a different way. Things are better. When we're feeling some pain, changing that perception can ease the pain. That's where your freedom is. That's where your strength is in your own choice. Oh yeah, asking that right there. Okay, yeah, there you go. We got a few here. Ooh, your theme card is going to be good. We're going to be here in a second. Okay. Okay, so yeah, they're got a lot to say for your theme. All right, so we're starting off here with the Temperance card here too. Challenge your perception. So it is upright. They're inviting you to have the faith and courage that the universe has got you. You may feel overwhelmed, but you've got sure footing here. And this also represents Sagittarius. Now keep in mind, I have this tuned to many of you in your each unique relative story. So tune in to how this fits your relative story and how it fits for you. So I may say something that may never happen for you, but you're kind of going to feel it. This, and also with this being Sagittarius, this could relate to you or whomever you're going to be engaged with in your situations to come. All right, so we also have this little kitten here, the fire kitten, and it's reversed. So it has some preparation to do. Like you're starting something new, but there's some preparation to do. Okay, so we also have some conflict going on here. Where we're trying to, either one or the other is trying to convince someone to see their perspective. Don't bother, they can't, don't waste your time. They can't understand you from their personality, their values, beliefs, and perspectives and life experiences. They cannot understand you, or you cannot understand them, so don't let them try to sway you to see their perspective or own their perspective and do things their way. That's not gonna work. This may regard a lover situation or a partner. This could, this could be love relationships, could be twin flame, could be sibling, twin flame, close partner, something like that. Could be even a business partner. This could be where this is happening. And maybe just a simple need of agreeing to disagree. It could be that. For some of you, this could be a split with the situation too. Because don't let this conflict here keep you overwhelmed to the point that you're needing to delegate help. So yeah, we don't want to go for there. That's rough. And here, if this situation is arising, for some of you, this could be a call for you to nurture and give yourself some self-love, to give yourself some mothering here. This would also be a situation where you're having this riffraff with a mother figure. There's a bit on the selfish side, because the Empress, when she's upright, she's a loving, nurturing, caring mother, and she instills within her children self-empowerment. When it's reversed, it could, depending on the situation, could for somebody refer to a mother who wants their children to do things the way she wants them to do to make her happy. So for an example, let's say you're ready to start your career and she's all about you being a nurse and you want to be a teacher. No, you need to be a nurse. Go to the nurse, make me happy, instead of self-empowering you and supporting you to be what you desire to be. So that's an example of where you're hitting ideas and perspectives that are clashing and making you feel overwhelmed. Close relationship that's in disharmony. This could be an example of that. Things are working out and you want to choose those things that are in that are your desires, that are aligned with you. So definitely watch those perspectives. Hold on to your perspectives, because Source has put those desires within you to live them. This is your destiny, to live your desires. That's what you came here to do. So you have certain affinities and skills that are easy for you. You have desires that excite you. That's what you're supposed to go for. So this is a little bit of preparation that you're supposed to make, and have some faith. So this riffraff that's going on here, you might need to change your perspective, because I think it's going to be bringing you out to here, especially this part of holding on to your perspectives. That's important. Don't yield and weaken and break those perspectives to someone that you're conflicting with. So that is what I'm getting there for you for your overall theme. Now, let's look at your money and career and see what's going on. So we'll get a theme card for that. Oh, wait, my bad. Let's clarify. Clarify your theme for the year. I'm not human. I don't make any mistakes. Yeah, we are. It's okay to make mistakes. We're human. We're supposed to make mistakes. Okay. All right. So yeah, be who you are. That's what I was saying. That's coming up right here. Definitely be who you are. When you align with that, that's when you're going to be living your destiny. And I think that's where you're being challenged here. Change your perspective. Hold on to being who you are. Definitely do that. You got the Seven of Pentacles. When you're being who you are then living in your heartline destiny. That is your desires. That's what is your destiny? Your destiny is to be successful, living in that which is aligned with you, living your desires. Can you not live your desires? Can you not live your destiny? Sure, you have the freedom of choice. You've been granted that very freedom of choice. Does your life suck when you did it? Yeah, sure does, but you have the freedom to break it. But if you go in alignment and flow, that is your destiny, and your harvest will come in. Being who you are. So that is really good to see. Five of Cups. Yep, there's a little bit of clashing here. So yeah, you might see some failures with what's been going on, but you keep trying. You don't let go. Especially for those of you with this Lovers card that came up and this partnership. There may have been a failure in a relationship or a partnership, but don't stop. There's fish in the sea. Keep trying. Don't let your ego pull the forever and ever complex on you. And you're definitely being called within to go within and meditate. Connect with your higher self, your guardian angels, your guides, whatever your deities are. Connect with them. That will help you maintain being who you are, keep you on your heartline destiny faith, and get you on reaping what you're supposed to be living and existing and sowing those seeds there. That might be some of the perspective you need to change, because when it's reversed like this, you might be resisting that. Oh, I don't need to do that. That would help you, because you've got some riffraff going on in your outer world here. Now, take two. How about us moving on to your money and career? Look at the theme card for that. Alright, so you got three cards for you on that one. Money and career. Time to ground. Seek your answers within. Let's go back to your theme for the year. Going within, meditating. And that's what some of that grounding is. And again, this one's reversed too, so you need to pay special attention to that. That meditation is going in and grounding within yourself, grounding with Mother Earth. It's time to do that. That would help you fit tremendously. And then heed your dreams. Yes, being who you are, living your dreams, that which you are called to do, living your destiny. That's definitely what that is about. So this is coming into your career. So like I said, for some of you on that storyline of clashing with the mother because she wants you to do XYZ career, but you feel prepared to hold your ground. Do what's right for you. You didn't come here to make your mama happy. You came here to live your life. Just like she came here to live her life. All right, so let's see what the tarot has to say for you. liking it. There we go. All right. So, right off the bat, in your money and career, heating your dreams, seek within. Seek your answers within. Living those desires, heating your dreams. You have the power to do so. They're showing you that right off the bat. I like seeing that. You have the power to do that. You also, this for some of you, this will be relative. You do have, this represents Aries. So whether this is you or whomever you engage with in the situation. Then we have the demon cat. You're feeling trapped. Some of you are feeling trapped by that situation where you're clashing with those personalities and trying to convince the others to take those perspectives. Don't let that be. You can let this go. You definitely can let this go. You can free yourself by going within and meditating, going and being who you are, grounding, seeking your answers within. This is what can help you break free of what career or job or situation that you're not liking, you don't feel right with, to move in the direction that will feel alignment with you. So that is there. And this also represents Capricorns, whether that's you or whoever engaged in the situation. Even if you're on that mother line where it's not working, you do have family support of some type that supports you in being who you are, support you in that, and they are, and you have an aligned vibe tribe, whether that be friends or family. You do have that. Maybe your friends are your family that you feel aligned with. You have the support to do what you want to do. And here, if you continue with this clashing in personalities and giving in to them, that is going to definitely lead to your not happily ever after. That's going to take you off your destiny here. But your theme card is showing it up right. This is your theme of the year to be in. So this is showing up in your career right here, biggest day. So you want to let go of these personalities you're not clashing with. And we saw that in your theme as well. Because when you let that go, then you'll be living your happily ever after. So let's clarify for you really quick here. Okay. All right. So, some of you may not feel like you're yourself. With these clashing personalities and giving to them, yeah, you are going to feel out of sorts. If you're making the change and if you've been heeding to what somebody else wants you to do, and now you're making the change to be who you are, again, you're going to feel out of sorts because you're not used to that. You're not familiar with that, so your ego is going to feel out of sorts. So that's going to depend on what your situation is and how that fits you. Remember, I got this tuned to many of you. You've got the Five of Pentacles here in reverse, and that's about abandonment. So you may feel, for some of you, as you go on your path to be who you are, and those that were in your relationship, like that, and particularly if that you are clashing with that mother figure or that lover figure, they may feel that same way. It could be the same thing. They may feel like you're abandoning them, or they may abandon you because you do this, or this could be telling you to abandon the situation, abandon their ideals, abandon their beliefs, and hold on to yours. So there's 3 different ways you can look at that, see how that fits you. You know how this is fitting. And then you've got the Six of Pentacles here. So this is charity, a good one that's working together, symbiotic. Someone's giving to you, or you're giving to them, or each other in a way that's beneficial and helpful to you. You got that vibe tribe coming in, and that's where that could be definitely shining, and they're helping you, and they're happy to help you, or you're helping them in a situation, and you're happy to do so. Then you've got the Eight of Swords here. Yep, that's going to feeling trapped. So some of you, I think, are feeling a little bit trapped in that situation of ideals, and you're finding it difficult to change your perspective. The perspective is feeling trapped by their ideals, because that's definitely here where you're clashing with somebody else's ideals and perspectives. And you might be feeling trapped from not being able to be who you are. That's what you really need to go for, being who you are. Definitely need to do that, because that's what's going to lead you to happily ever after. And then you've got the Knave of Pentacles. Yeah, starting that new journey and going for that which you love, and this is exactly here in reverse, and this is definitely going back to parental, especially for a lot of you. You don't feel the support and love because you perhaps did not get it in your childhood to try something new, but they're letting you know the universe has got you, and they're totally supporting you to do that, to let you know you have that support and love to do exactly that. Just be who you are. That is your wheel of fortune. That is what you were destined to do, to be who you are. And then we've got the Seven of Swords. Yeah, you gotta righteously hold your ground here with this. Hold your ground. Be who you are. Whoever you're riff-raffing with, if you hold on to your perspectives. It's definitely affirming that. Stop clashing with the personality. They're tearing into you happily ever after. Don't let them win. You've got to be who you are. So that is your money and career. So now let's look at what you got going on in your love and or relationship. So love and or relationships can be lovers and or just other relationships. Siblings, friends, family, parents, what have you. Co-workers even. Let's see what shows up. Totally messed something up. Nourish the soul and seek your destiny within. That which nourishes the soul is your destiny. That told you on your Heartland Fate. This is your destiny to go for your desires. That is exactly that. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And this is even with your relationship. So we might have a situation going on with a lover, a partner, and or a mother. We're seeing that show up. So tune in to, or someone you're close to, which could be a mother. So then you could even bring in a twin flame. They could bring in a brother, a sibling, whatever, a partner, a business partner. So just see how that fits you. You want to nourish the soul and seek the destiny within. Your destiny is being who you are, going for your desires. That is always your destiny. So definitely. All right, so let's get some tarot for that. Okay. All right, you have a choice to make. You're starting something new, but you have some preparations making, because as things are going right now, you're not enjoying the fruits of your labor, which you've been working on. You're not even enjoy it, as we're clashing in these relationships. And here it is, competition, fierce competition, fighting. And I think this competition is a competition of, they want to choose what's right for you, that makes them happy, or what they think is right for you, versus you trying to do what you're trying to do for you with your particular situation that is showing up in your theme and also in your money and career. Definitely disharmony in that family that just keeps repeatedly showing up. So I think you know who you are. I definitely am sure who you are. And yep, not spending time with these loved ones and friends. I think this is a little bit of a guidance to not, because it's a toxic situation, and it would behoove you to get with personalities in your vibe tribe that is aligned with you, that we saw that too. So not spending time with them would be really good. You're on a life lesson here right now, and this is what you're learning, and your life lesson is to come in and to be who you are. Some of you. Now, some of you also have a service that you're good at. You have skills that you're good at. And you can teach others this, but you have some preparation and some learning to do, and need to continue to build on those skills before you can really get going on that. But everything is working out in your highest good and alignment. Trust me on this. This is another place where you have to change your perspective. It's hard to believe for you, though, with it being in reverse with how this riffraff that you're feeling. And get your focus off of that which you feel like is not abundant in your life. So from what I'm gathering here, some of the abundance, now for some of you, this could be financial, especially with COVID situation on it. But for your overall reading here, I feel like you're probably feeling a lack of abundance of support, family support of being who you are. Get your focus off that. Nobody's ever supported me. Nobody's ever going to. That's what ego likes to believe. Get your focus off of that. Get your focus off of what's in my face There's a hand in my face right now. That's all that exists. Take it away. What do I want in my face? What do you want to experience? I want to feel supported. I want to feel aligned with people supporting me to be who I am. Law of attraction, put it into action. Secret, the magic, Rhonda Byrne, really recommend it. It's 28 days of exercises that you can do that can really change your reality. It's absolutely amazing. I highly recommend that. So let's clarify this for you. Okay, let's see if that's enough. Yeah. Okay, so for your clarification here, yeah, we've got the Knight of Swords here. You need to definitely go. This is encouragement. Go for that which you want. Go for it. Be who you are. Go for your desires. Your wheel of fortune. That is your destiny. That's how everything is going to work out in your highest good and alignment. Six of Cups. Okay, so this has got some fond memories. Utilize your memories of something that you have done that was your desires that worked to help fortify the ego who might feel a little wobbly as it's changing and trying to do something new by going for what it wants, to fortify it and show it that it can be successful. And then you've got the Eight of Pentacles here. So yeah, we had that before. So like I said, some of you are going through a life lesson. Some of you are actually masters at something. Some of you need to build some skills, but some of you are masters and you can teach others. And that might be some of the service or this new calling, new career that your heart's desires that you're trying to go through, that you're bumping heads with either a business partner and or maybe a lover or someone you're really close to, maybe a disagreeing mother. Could even be a father, someone you're close to, you know, that's something to consider. So yeah, definitely that. And we've got the Nine of Swords. You've been dealing with your fears of this clashing, and you have fears for going what you want to do. And you feel betrayed by others because they're not supporting you. And you have fears with that, and it's understandable. But you've got to stop nourishing your physical life and other people's desires for you, and nourish your soul by seeking your destiny within. Go for your desires. That's what you're being supported for, being who you are. So yeah, so that is your money, career, and relationships. Now let's look at the theme for your personal growth and or spiritual development. Okay, there we go. Know your fears. Yeah. What are your fears? What are holding you back? You can really ask your ego, okay, if we go for what we desire, being who we are, what we want to do, what do you fear is going to happen? One of the first ones it might say is, I'll lose so-and-so. And if so-and-so is causing you hell and it's toxic, that might be the best thing for you, because that will make room for another so-and-so that's going to greatly better support you to do what you need to do. It may be that. Tune in, really sit down and work with your ego and ask it to find out what its fears are. So know your fears, and then you know how to move forward, because you can comfort yourself and soothe yourself and know your fears. Maybe it's a fear of failure, because maybe we've had lack of support and people just preaching in your ear, you can't do that, you can't do what you want to do, you're going to fail at that, you need to do this. It could be that type of fear. So tune in to see how that fits you. Okay, oh boy, we got a few cards here. I'm going to be here in a minute. All right. Oh, goodness. All right. So, yep, you've got somebody that's deceiving you. So anybody that's been telling you you need to do things their way, like I was saying, you can't succeed to that. That's pure deceit. And this conflict with these people are bringing you out of balance, and you've not been able to manifest your desires the way things have been going. And if you continue on that route, that's what's going to continue to happen. And this is really making you feel out of sorts of who you really are. And this showed up in your money and career too. You're not feeling like yourself. Anytime you're not manifesting what you want, because it's not your desires, it's not who you aren't feeling like who you really are. You really need to rein in that ego. Seriously, the ego is probably still wanting to satisfy other people. And this is what you're learning in your spiritual growth and development. You're not here to serve them. You are here to manifest your desires. You are here to be successful in anything you want to do, because you are here for you. You are here to be who you are. You are going through a spiritual breakthrough. That's what all of this is about. You coming into you. You coming to be who you are. You coming into your fortune. Change your perspective on this. It's not all about the story loss. It's all about the story gain. Because what you've been doing thus far, serving others, has not been bringing your harvest because it was not meant for you. Your ego's been doing that. You are on a brand new journey now of being who you are, and you will be successful at that. You are on a spiritual calling, and everybody's spiritual calling is to move toward their desires, and you're kind of resisting that. The ego is like, and this is where you need to know your fears. What does that ego fear to move towards its desires? That's coming up again right there. And then it's looking at some fond memories. What does it fear? Looking at fond memories. We don't want to lose what worked, what did connect us with people that were telling us what to do. We don't want to lose that. There were a few good moments. We don't want to lose that. You can have glorious, most wonderful moments, everything working on your absolute highest good and limit just right now. You can't believe it when you make those changes. You can navigate. You can solve anything, because when the King of Swords comes up, or the King of Sky here, when he comes up here, King of Air, he is good at solving challenges, but he looks at things from a logical perspective. And this also just pulls you out of the egoic story looking at it. You can even look at it with a spiritual perspective and see that it's going for your dreams is where your success is, and this is exactly what you're supposed to do. What are your desires? What are your dreams? That's what you're supposed to be going for. And what you're learning to do is to jump for that which is ideal for you. You haven't been doing that. This is showing you not doing that, and that's what doesn't lead you to your success. This is what your breakthrough is, to learn to go through that. Also, this, let me bring up, this does represent Cancer, in case that is relative to any of you, whether that be who you are or the situation, or someone with whom you're involved in the situation. Now let's get you an Angels and Ancestor card here. Also, I want to give a shout out to my subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate your likes, and thank you for all the new subscribers. I'm glad to have you here and glad to have you join me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you join me here too. And if you do need a personal reading, I do have those, and they're in my description box below. And for a featured reading this month is very special. For this month only, I am doing 2021 predictions. So if you want a personal reading there, you can definitely do that. Okay, so we have the great teacher, learn from spiritual experience. That is perfect, absolutely perfect here for you, because this is what you are going through. And I told you, it's showing up. Some of you are gifted. So you're not only doing this, what your experience that you're going through, you're not only going through it for yourself, but you're also going through it to teach others. So this is an experience that you're going through for exactly that. And you're going to be successful. You're definitely going to be successful with this. Absolutely successful. So you are on a bigger journey than what appears. So you definitely want to do this. So yeah, hang in there, guys. This is actually positive. It's a little bit of rough here. It's rough as long as you hold on to that definition. Pleasing that other person is the most important thing. When you can let go of what they think, their opinion does not matter. My joy is important. When you can get into that, the sooner you can get into that, the easier it's going to become. So yes, this is what this is about. Definitely. That's very fitting. Very fitting. I'd like to see this one. And this is Druid. Hold the space. It is reversed, so take special attention. I'll hold it upright so you can see it. Druid, hold the space. This is kind of perfect. It's about trusting, changing your perception, which is the theme of your year. Trusting who you are and trusting the process of how things are unfolding, trusting that you're supposed to be going through your journey of moving towards your desires and living in your desires, and trusting that everything is working out in your highest good and alignment. Hold that space, get into that space of knowing and trusting. And when you feel anxious to move or make a decision for a moment, definitely go within and meditate and connect and seek that guidance for what you're supposed to do, and find what feels good to you, what feels in alignment for you. What is that? What does that feel like? It feels like joy. It feels like peace. It feels like serenity. It feels like alignment. There's no chaotic. There's no anxiety. There's no, I'm letting somebody down, I'm going to get in trouble. Any of that feeling is not of alignment. That's the direction you're not supposed to be going to. What is giving you desire? What lights you up? What fires you up? What excites you? That's the direction you're supposed to be in. Anything that you're doing, oh, I gotta do this to survive, I gotta do this to make it, there's not enough support, there's not enough money, there's not enough whatever to do that. I can't do that because that's of the ego. Don't look at that can't do. What do you want to do? If there was all the money in the world and all the support in the world, what would you do? And how does that feel? That's how you find that out. Hold the space. You got this, guys. You are meant to be a teacher. You got this. You've got all the success in the world. Great 2021 coming up. You got a little bit of work to do. Hang in there. You got this. You can do this. I've been where you are. I've been exactly where you are. Going through the strife of it. But it came out. And everything is much brighter for me. I mean, I've been through it, guys. And I'm a teacher too. This is what I do. I'm an energy healer. I'm a coach. I help people. And I learned through the hard experience, and I've been there, and I can tell you through the experience, it gets brighter, much, much brighter. Until next time, much love and much light. Okay, welcome. If you chose the Raven Totem for this week's pick a card reading, your 2021 predictions. Okay, so your theme card for the year is Embrace the Feminine. And what I will be doing is I will be doing a theme, and then I will be doing your first row, which will be money and career for 2021. And then your second row will be love and relationships. And then your third and final row will be your personal growth and spiritual development. And keep in mind, I do have this tuned to many of you in your each unique perspective and stories. So tune into that which you feel is aligned with you. So embrace the feminine. So when we want to embrace the feminine, we want to and get into that more nurturing energy, as we all have masculine and feminine energies, and of course some of us by nature have more than the others. So with this one, we're being called to tune in for some of us and more into those feminine energies, more into our intuition. So even those of you being guided and called to your intuition, this will show up for you as well. Also to be more nourishing, tender, gentle, what have you there. Also, for some of you, this could be a birthing or of new things for you, new journeys, new things that you will be beginning, new beginnings for some of you, new things you'll be creating, new things you will be starting. And then for some of you, motherhood. It's just right there. I can't argue with that picture now, can we? Okay, so now let's move on to some tarot. Okay, that jumped out really quick fast. Okay, interesting. Embrace the feminine, and we start out with the King of Air, the King of Sky, the King of Swords. Now he's really good at solving challenges and looking at things from a logical perspective. And I'm a spiritual person. I like to also see this as spiritual. We're getting out of the egoic type of story type of thing. So if there's any challenges, maybe we need to go within with a more feminine energy to work through those challenges. Ah, very good. We are building our legacy. Like I said, creating something new, creating a family for some of us. So we're doing that. And so there may be some type of non-symbiotic sharing that might be going in your life, something a little bit out of balance with someone. Let's see what we get on clarification on that one, because that's just an odd place for that to show up here for the whole year. Let's see what we get for that. Okay. All right, so someone has a true offer of love coming in here. So for some of you, that could be some of what you're creating, a new love life perhaps, or whatever situation is being provided for you, as we'll look at money and careers, love and relationships as well. Somebody is offering you something that is true and of the heart. Six of Cups, this is referring to fond memories of some type. And Ten of Swords. Okay, so some of you have gone through some defeat. And maybe that's where this charity thing is coming through here. And the reason why I say gone through for 2021, because this is ending for you. It's really painful. You went through something really rough, and that might be correlating with this card. It was really painful. So this, I think, is coming to an end. That's where this makes more sense. It does make more sense. So this could have been somebody that made a deal with you and didn't quite keep their end of the deal. Something went nasty. Something went awry here. I think this is where this is. Tune in how this is fitting you. But that is coming to an end. And it had a rough ending for you. You are being reminded as you go through this year to definitely heed and listen to your higher self, because that's your highest guidance that you can go through, and it's the best thing you could do for yourself. Okay, so now let's go into your money and career. Yes, money and career, and let's get you with your theme card here. And I can push these up now. I don't have cards here. Make some space. Okay, you got a couple, and that's okay. Just set this there. Okay. Here, the ancient ones. This is for money and career. And let go of the old. So here the ancient ones, I'm going to pick up here that you've got some guides coming in with some ancient wisdom. The spiritual wisdom to guide you. So tune in and listen to that. And there's some old ways of doing things, maybe old jobs, old ideas of what to do for your job and or services that you're going to need to let go. Maybe some people to move into a new direction that will be better for you. You may hear some kitty cats in there meowing and growling. It's a little bit past their supper time. They're like, Mommy, I'm hungry. Okay. This is going to be your whole row. Might get a couple more here. Oh yeah. We do need to let go of some old here, guys. Definitely. Okay. All right. So, I don't know what's going on in your money and career, but there's some fighting that you need to walk away from and feeling trapped, and you need to ask for assistance and help to get out of that. And this is making your world feel upside down, and this fighting is going to the point where you're trying to clash and convince the other of your unique perspectives, ideals. Let it go. They can hear you. Don't grab onto their perspectives. Hold your ground. Hold your values. And this is making your world feel upside down. You're being called to start a new journey. but it looks like you're in a little bit of resistance of this. And this is why you've got to let go of the old, because here the ancient ones go towards your desires, because holding on to this old, this is what's going to perpetuate this. Now, this is a tarot reading. This does not mean doom and gloom. This is definitely going to happen for you. This is the gift the tarot offers you. It is reading your current energies where you are. Your current energies where you are right now. You want to hold on to the old. The ego loves the old. That which is familiar. Let's hang on to this. I know how to survive this. But surviving this is painful as fuck. You're in conflict, you're fighting, and you're feeling trapped, and you hate it, and your world feels completely upside down. So, this is a lot of masculine testosterone energy fighting. So that I can see here where this embracing the feminine is also coming in right here as well. I can definitely see that. Because now you want to get more into this calmer, cooler energy here. So this is what they're telling you to let go of the old. So this is definitely an advice part of your reading. If you let go of this old, you can totally change these results. And you can totally say at the end of the year, Seqkat was absolutely wrong. None of that happened for me. That's what I want to hear from you. You can totally change this. You have the power within. Because seeing all of these reverse cards can show you exactly what you need to do. Definitely walk away. Get out of this. Let go of the old. Heed the ancient ones. You want to go in and you want to meditate and you want to connect with your higher self and your guides and your angels and go, okay, I don't like what I saw. What do I need to do to change that will work for me? Because I want to go in a whole new direction. You need to heed your higher self. We saw this right here in the theme. Heed your higher self. You need to bring this energy to an end. And this is how you're going to do it, by letting go of the old. You need to definitely do that. Okay, guys. This charity. I'm just getting it. For some of you, this means you've been selfish. Go. For some of you. This is not all of you. This is tuned to many of your unique realities. So let's get some clarification. Is that enough? Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Interesting. Okay, we got the Knave of Cups. We have it here in reverse. This is about starting a new journey, but we've got to work through and let go of some old emotions, old griefs, before you can be successful at starting it. Here's showing up you can be successful in letting this go. You absolutely can be successful going for that if you let go of the old. They're telling you, if you let go of the old, you can be successful in your money and career choices. They're literally telling you to abandon this conflict, feeling trapped, this fighting and staying. I don't know if you're staying in a job place or a career or a situation with somebody that is not working. You're definitely in conflict with some people. They're literally telling you to abandon that so that you can begin a new journey. And with that, it will be successful, but you've got to abandon this old. And then we got the Five of Cups. So don't miss out on any opportunities that can befall you because of past failures either. Thinking, oh God, I failed that before, I'm going to fail this again. It's always what happens. And staying focused on the failures. Ego loves to look at the negative thinking. It's protecting itself. But in actuality, it's kicking up the law of attraction and perpetuating the negativity. So we do not want to do that. And if you cannot let go of the old, your guides will come in and help you with the Tower. But this is a kick in the ass when it's reversed, you guys. You are getting nudged here, right here, with your reading. Change, switch, turn things around. And if you resist, they give you nudges. And I've learned if you tune into the nudges and learn things, you can gradually change things and it's easier. You can take baby steps. But if you don't, they come in and give you the kick of the ass and change something hard and abruptly, and your ego hates it. Ego hates big change like that. But you can avoid this. You have all power here to change this by choosing to abandon this crap on your own. So you have the power to do that. Yeah, you got the King of Cups here in reverse. So yeah, somebody has been enabling you and doing something for you which has made you powerless. Or you're dealing with someone that is cold. They're supposed to be loving and nurturing, but they're not. They're being kind of cold here in this situation. You want to walk away from all of that. And then you've got the 10 of fire here. So you're feeling overwhelmed, and all they're asking you to do to be successful, to move into that new journey, is be who you really are. Just get out of all this conflict and strife. Let go of the old. And there is the call on heeding the ancients. The ancient ones is be who you are. Always being who you are is always what works for you. Definitely. And we have help and assistance now from Lily. Introductions there. So that's your money and career. So now let's look at your love and relationships. Let's see how that's going. Definitely going to change this reading, guys. And you can. You have the power to do so. You didn't come to this reading by mistake at all. You came to this reading to show you what's going on. And this is your little nudge from Spirit. You have the power to do this. Believe me, I've listened to nudges and it's worked out great. Believe me, I've not listened to nudges and resisted it and had my ass kicked and hated it. But then eventually it worked out great. It's just more painful in the process. Okay. So here we go. We are all connected. And this is reversed. We need to pay special attention to that. And then I have to drop the card for you. Okay, there's going to be a little bit of a blip here because I got to drop and pick up that card. And I'm going to save you the time of me moving the table and all that crap. I'll see you in a blip. Okay, we're back from that blip. Also, do not fear the unknown. So yeah, like I said, the ego holds on. That's going back to that money and career thing. The ego likes to hold on to that which is familiar because it knows how to survive. You need to break it up and shake it up. Embrace the feminine. We're getting a little bit of masculine fighting. Embrace the feminine. Okay, so let's see what's going on with your love and relationships. Let's get some tarot here. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. Okay guys, this is not a doom and gloom reading. This is your reading how to change your 2021. This really is. Fighting and competition. We're seeing some fighting in the money and career also. You're feeling bored and apathetic. Feeling we're going to fail. We failed before. There's more fish in the sea. You remember in your theme card, this is probably touching into this one, there is a true offer of love coming in. Feeling trapped in a situation. And again, not hitting your higher self. You've really got to hit the higher self. Same thing with the theme card. This is where you got to change things up, guys. You got to hit your higher self. Stop being resistant to that. Stop letting that ego hold on. That ego is fucking you up, honestly. And here's the Tower card again. So whatever you can't do, your guides are going to come in again and knock it out for you. So this is definitely your particular reading. The other two are not like this. Your particular reading is showing you what you can do to change things. The other two readings were changing things. Things could be a little bit tough, but they were changing. This one is, oh gosh, you got things to change. Do not fear the unknown. Okay, guys? So let's get some clarification on this. I'm here to help. You got this. And again, that's Jasper in the background. Me and Mommy, you need to feed me. Oh, I see one. Oh, I've already got some that's flipped for you there. Okay. That was sneaky. And there we go. All right. Okay. 9 of Fire. Okay, coming with your aligned vibe tribe. So letting go of this competition and fighting and moving with people that are aligned with you in your love and relationships. So that's what will work for you. And getting out of that 5 of Swords reversed again, that fighting and conflict, trying to convince the other to own the other's perspectives and values or understand the other's perspectives and values. They cannot hear you. You're talking to the wall. They can't get it. They can't understand. It's like teaching a kindergartner algebra. They're not going to get it. So let go of all this fighting and competition with that. Let it go. You literally have to let go of these people. You either have to agree to disagree or agree not to be in a toxic relationship anymore, whichever works for you. So yeah, this is definitely karmic mess. Relationships definitely need to get out of that. And if it's gone and there's any legal issues, or we continue to perpetuate this, it can go into legal issues that won't look good for you. So let's not do that. And this also represents Libra for any of those that be relative to you or whomever. Yet with personalities clashing here, that is the problem. We've got these personalities clashing. It's all up to you. You can totally change this. Really feeling trapped to the point of aggression. We are really looking at this. That aggression, there's a lot of fighting and aggression here, a lot of testosterone level, and that is why you are to embrace the feminine. Let's bring that testosterone down. Let's surrender. Let's get into that loving, open heart. That's what we're needing here. And this also represents Capricorn for however that is fitting for any of you there. And then we've got the Seven of Cups in reverse here too. You're feeling confused, and we really need to flip this upright. What are your dreams and your desires, and go for those. So that's how you can start changing that. So yes, this isn't doom and gloom, guys, but you have some work to do. And that work really is healing your higher self, sitting down, going into meditation. Hello, higher self, how are you? What the hell do I need to do? I'm willing and ready and able, surrendering to you. I'm asking for your assistance. That's going to be embracing the feminine, swallowing your pride of man and ego. And I'm saying man, human, not just man. Females can do this too. Human, that ego, surrendering that, moving into the spiritual, because I need to change some things. So that's what we're looking at here. Okay, so now let's look at the theme for your personal growth and your spiritual growth and development. Spiritual, things like that. Spiritual. Sometimes I don't understand what I say or how I say it or why I say that. You should see me when I edit my videos. I said, what? How did I say that? Why did I say it that way? Okay. No, oh, yeah, beautiful. Okay. So, let the two become one. Okay, so for your personal growth and development, I'm seeing really with this one, letting this money and career situation and also your relationships become one, because you've got a lot of testosterone and fighting and strife going on in both. So we want to embrace the feminine. So for this one, it's like let the two become one. We want to put the same energy in both areas of life. The energies that you're coming into 2021 with, I'm feeling are like anger and resistance and fed upness and fighting and chaos and strife. This is what you're entering the energy with. You're coming out of 2020 with this. This is the energy we want to change overall. And this is what you're going to be working on for your overall energy, to cleanse it and change it. And then you can come into the peace and serenity and your preferences, the life you want to enjoy. You have the power to do this, guys. Have the power to totally do this. This is the part where I want to only hear where you say, okay, got it right. I did enter the year that way. But the rest of my year turned out right. Because you did it. You changed it. You have the power to do this. You totally do. Yes. Okay. Empress. Embracing that feminine, coming into that nourishing, loving, mothering, loving, self-empowering energy. We want to do that. Again, some of you about being mothers too. So that could go back to that too, but this is more going in that energy. The way to do that is being who you are. Don't resist being who you are, going for your desires, creating that what you want. You really can do that. Stop trying to force a square peg to fit in a round hole. It never works. It's never going to work. It never is. I've tried that. Believe me, I've tried it for years. It doesn't work. So cut it out. Go for that which you desire. Flip this card around and it's total opposite. You're going for that which you desire. And that always works because that is your destiny. That's your heart line's fate and destiny. You're giving skills and affinities that are easy for you and your desires match it. Why? Because Source wanted to experience it through you. Where did you get those desires? Source put them in you. You're supposed to have your desires. And things have been going crazy lately because you haven't believed you could have your desires and you've been fighting and resisting that higher self. Get in that feminine energy, embrace that intuition, embrace that spirituality. You have the power to do so. That's what this card says. I told you earlier before we even started this road. You have the power to do so. That Emperor is in you. You have the power. Also, this represents Aries. Because if you stay on the path the way it is, and that's why we let the two become to one. If we stay in all this strife, testosterone, and fighting and resisting, strifing energy, that's not going to lead you to your happily ever after. You can totally change this around by being who you are, embracing that feminine and utilizing your power and flipping this around and stop trying to fit that square peg in a round hole and going for your desires. You totally have the power to flip this upside down and live your happily ever after. You definitely have that. Now let's clarify for you. Okay. Here we go. I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at the cards. Yep. Okay. Ace of Cups. Got to start a new journey, but you got to heal that which has not been working, and then you can turn this up and it will be successful. Journey of the heart, that which stirs the heart, what you truly desire. And hello, Empress. Embracing that feminine energy, getting into that intuition, empowering yourself, nurturing yourself. You really need to do this. And going within and meditating. Connecting with your higher self, heeding your higher self, listening to your intuition. Because if you don't, you're going to continue to create your contrast, manifest that which you don't like. Everything you got in your life right now that you hate and sucks, that you're bringing this energy to, and that's saying 2020 is going to bring you crap that looks like it sucks, it's because you're manifesting, you're staying focused on that which you dislike, that which is not working. You're staying focused on that. Change your focus. What are your desires? Focus on having your desires. Secret the magic, run the burn. Do it. 28 days of exercises. She gets you to living your dreams. Law of Attraction, putting it in action is a great book. I really recommend that. Seven of Swords, and this fighting and striving and okay, so yeah, we got that going on, and you might have to be subtle as you make some changes and start going for your desires. So no negative Nancy's knock you off of entering those new beliefs of that you can have your desires, because they're really good at that, and you can have the strength. Hold the strength and courage to do that. Hold the strength and courage that you can start a new path, embracing that feminine, going into your intuition, healing your higher self, and thus then creating your desires, not having it, creating your contrast. You have the power to do this. Definitely do this. That's what it's all about. Have the strength to do that. So that your journey, the new journey you're on, can be successful. Because if you don't change this, the new journey is going to leave. And your new journey is the new journey of 2021. It's going to lead you to happily ever after. That's where you're headed to, right where you are right now. But you can totally flip all of this around. Embracing that feminine energy, embracing your heart's desires. Heed the advice of the ancient ones. Let go of this old striving energy. Know that we're interconnected. Interconnected, we're all one. We want to operate from the heart of love. Do not fear the change. Marry all of this. Marry the spirit with the desires. Let it all be one. That's what I mean, married. Let the two become one. Now let's get you a card from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. Okay. Okay, the shield maiden. Make plans and focus. I'll show you it upright. It is reversed, so I gotta take extra special attention. She is a warrior. But she brings in the feminine energy to it as well. So you want to make plans and you want to make strategies and you want to focus and you want to bring them in to being, and you can do it. And she's also a protector. But it's lowering that testosterone. Like I said, and I'm not talking to just men here. Anybody that's been in that resistance and that strife, it's bringing in that balance of that warrior with that sensitivity and that nurturing and embracing that feminine energy. It doesn't have to be a direct fight, contrast, and head-on fight. It's just making plans and bringing them into actions, getting out of that resistance. What are your intentions? Your best intentions are those that are in line with being who you are. Your best intentions are those are with your desires, and you want to move in that direction. That's what's going to work for you. Okay, and then your next one is Knight. Be brave and honest. He was upside down too, he was reversed. But I'm going to show you it up. The Knight here is a warrior also. But he in particular does have a tear running down his cheek. So he is also willing to be vulnerable. He fights for and protects that which he loves and finds endearing, and that which is of the heart. Being who you are is the most bestest thing that you can protect. This Knight also represents that you may have been in some opposition, and that might be where you are right now. And you may feel like there has been some injustice going on in your life, and that's why you might be in all this fighting and striving energy because of all this injustice. I get it. Just from a bigger world perspective, I don't know what's going on in your local story, but I know I'm in the United States, so I don't know if you are in too. Just seeing our Congress fail us has been very, very touching for me in an angering way. And I've had to work on my own anger with that too. And you could have gone through any kind of personal experience that's nothing to do with COVID or things going with COVID, losing jobs or whatever. And you may really feel like you're justifiable. And so maybe where all this fight and strife is, and you feel like you've been in an unfair position in place. This card is reminding you, let Spirit take care of it. Spirit will. Karma, what goes around comes around. It's a boomerang. It will take care of it. If you feel like you have to fight and defend that which is spiritual for you, don't worry about it. Let Spirit protect you. Let the Spirit do all of the protection for you. You don't have to worry about that. Just be in your own integrity. Be honest with yourself, moving for what you want. Letting this Knight and warrior, male and female energies, and both of these cards represent both, be one. That fight, that strife, the pain you're in is understandable. It's very understandable. But it does not have to continue to perpetuate, because if you stay in that energy, you see what the cards say are coming. It's that energy, that's what it creates. It creates more mess. You can't fight fire with fire. You've got to put out the fire. So we've got to come within, and we've got to meditate, and we've got to surrender to our higher self. We've got to go in a more objective, right here in your theme, perspective. The King of Swords, he can solve any challenge, but he's going to go into an objective, neutral perspective. And you can go into a spiritual perspective. Story has happened, but there's a bigger purpose. What is the greater good that is served in the overall picture? Get your ego out of that story and find what that is. And embrace that feminine energy. We need to bring in, we've swung too far on one side of the pendulum. Fight, 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 fight. We've got to swing here and get in the balance of being the warrior and the knight, the shield mating, protecting that which you love, making a plan and an action for that which you love, and taking a step towards that, and then letting spirit resolve all the issues and the fights and the failures going around that. You got this. You can totally change all of this. You are in your power to do so. You got this. Okay. If you need a personal reading, description box below. Thank you, my subscribers. Thank you for my new subscribers. Shout out to you all. I love you. Thank you for those likes and subscribes. Until next time, I am doing for 2021 predictions, personal readings if you need it, just for January only. Until next time, much love and much light.